Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ben Builds. In today's project, I'm going to be showing you how you can create your very own light switch from a guitar pedal. Let's get started. Right here we have the circuit that I created earlier. Basically, this circuit uses a switch, which will be this foot pedal right here, and every single time the switch is pulsed, it latches the output right here. So basically, every time we push this switch, the output, which is going to be connected to the relay contacts, gets latched. Push on, push off, and that's how the system is going to work. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to power it from 120 volts AC, which is why we have this little wall wart right here, which is 12 volts at half an amp, which is exactly enough power to activate the relay. And we're going to use that. We're going to use this in conjunction with this box right here. We're going to remove the guts, and then we're going to install the switch on this side and mount it flat against the wall. So that's the plan. Let's get started. First things first, let's remove the board. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and give the foot pedal a nice paint job and replace the cord with something a little thinner. As you can see here, I've taken the foot pedal, which is soon to become the hand switch, and I have made a stencil out of painter's tape in the shape of a lightning bolt. And I'm going to be spray painting the lightning bolt silver and then doing red pinstriping along all of the ridges of the switch so that when you push it, it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and finish coating everything in blue painter's tape to make sure the silver only goes where we want it. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit that with 2 coats. And by that time, we will be ready to attach it to the front of this box right here. And this box has been lightly sanded, and we'll get another coat of black paint. So we've got a lot of painting ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll get back to you when all of the painting is done. I'm going to go ahead and give these screws a quick shine so that they're bright and shiny and will contrast the black color nicely. Now they look much better. I've coated the bottom of this board right here in hot glue just to make sure that none of the contacts on the bottom come in contact with the metal box that I've got here that I'm using as a case. So now that the hot glue's in place, I'm going to turn it around, drill holes in the board, and attach the board to this mounting bracket right here. Don't forget to use heat shrink tubing on the relay solder contacts because you definitely don't want something accidentally falling in the box and shorting out live AC mains. That would be very bad. Heat shrink is always the answer. So I've went ahead and I let the paint dry on this guitar foot pedal for the night. And I finished putting on another coat of paint onto this box right here. And as you can see, it looks pretty darn good, aside for this scratch running through the middle, which I will be able to fix just by putting the guitar pedal here. So the next step is to mount the pedal to the box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some screws and some washers. And from inside the box, I'm going to screw into these 2 mounting points right here. So as you can see here, I've removed all of the guts. That includes the relay back here, as well as the power supply over here. And I'm going ahead and I'm screwing in the guitar pedal that I'm going to be using as the switch. So I'm using small screws that thread right into the guitar pedal with double washers to make sure that we just spread out the pressure. And as I screw them in tight, I'm going to make sure that the pedal is centered and straight. So for the test, I've got a power cord plugged into this extension cord connected to AC mains, and I've got hot and neutral respectively connected to the terminal strip over here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a ground wire connecting the chassis to the top terminal of the terminal strip. And then we've got hot and neutral, and then we've got live and neutral wires connected respectively. So, if we push the switch on the front of the box, we should hear and see the relay actuate. There it is. Excellent. So it's working perfectly. Fantastic. I think all that's left is to hook up a mounting system and put it on the wall. This right here is the switch that I'm going to be modifying. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the power at the circuit breaker, remove the front plate, and pull the switch and all the wires out. Before you ever work on any mains circuitry, always make sure to test it to make sure it's not active with a non-contact voltage detector or a voltmeter. As you can see here, it's still active and dangerous to touch. Better be careful. Alright, it's time for the first test connected to live mains. So I've got the power supply, the relay control latching board right here, and I'm going to go ahead and plug in the power supply. Like so. Well, nothing exploded or caught on fire so far, so that's at least good. And here's our mock switch wires, and let's connect them. Excellent. Relay latching works. Alright everyone, here is one final look at the inside of the box before I hang it on the wall. This is what everything looks like connected up to the electrical box here in the wall. And these are the 4 screws that are going to hang the box. And it's time for me to energize the power and test it out. The breaker has been flipped on and AC mains has been applied to the system. Now I'm going to push the switch back here, and at the same time I'm going to film the light that's currently, the one light that's currently in the middle of the ceiling, which is the only thing that's hooked up right now. Here we go, flipping it on. And off. Fantastic. Everything works as expected. I'm going to screw it into the box and hook the other 6 LED lights up to the power that goes to that one light, and we'll be done. This is the finalized product right here, firmly attached to the wall and able to control the lights in the garage. Thanks so much for watching everyone and supporting my channel. I hope you found that interesting, and I'm excited to announce that I've got a super secret collaboration coming up pretty soon with another channel. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, and let's see how it turns out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, feel free to click the subscribe button and check out some of my other videos.